So, yep, sorry about that. Anyway, there we go. Into the game. Excellent. And in the top right, indeed, race picking as I suspected. We have ISL2 Dragon who's going to use some fancy parentheses. Kind of like the TOT thing, except it's on his name instead of the tag. Anyway, his opponent will be ISL2 White in the bottom left. But he's going to be the orange Protoss. Some of the colors are always, like, everyone's orange now, except Dragon, who's blue. But yeah, a lot of orange players. Don't know what that means. Take it as you will. The map, of course, is Blue Storm because the first sets of each group are always on Blue Storm. So another PvZ, like the one we saw in the first game of today. I quite like PvZ. I'm not sure how I feel about PvZ on this map. I don't think I like it that much, just because I can't figure out how to wall. But well, you know, I could just learn. So nothing fancy coming out from either player. White putting the pylon at his natural. Not opting to scout with the probe. That's interesting. Why is he not scouting with the probe? Maybe he's going to scout with it later or on when he goes back now? He just wanted the extra 8 minerals? Or is he just going to build a forge assuming that his opponent is not 12 hatching? Okay, he's actually just going to build a forge, which is fine because Dragon actually overpooled. But that's interesting because if the Zerg 12 hatches, you don't want to build the forge. Actually, now that I think about it though, since it's a 2-player map, if the Zerg 12 hatched, your probe would get here in time to just cancel the forge. So if he 12 hatched, you could, I guess, cancel it and make a nexus. Well, no, it looks like it's going to... Well, that timing is actually very close. I don't know, maybe he just wanted to be safe, since it is, of course, a 2-player map. So no harm there, but that's interesting. Then again, I am quite a greedy Protoss, so I always try and figure out how to not make cannons. And wow, opting for 2 cannons here. Interesting position. If his nexus is here, where will the gateway go? If it goes here, it might actually block Dragoons from coming out, I don't know. It is going to be a follow-up expand from Dragon. And 6 lings are on the way, so not going to do the overpull into just 2 lings trick. Well, it's not really a trick, but it's kind of a trick against Protoss, I guess. And the first 2 lings are out. Can he get the probe? The probe's a bit stuck on the drones. No, the probe will get away. And looks like Dragon's going to opt to take the bottom right expansion as his third. There is the nexus. And yeah, where do you put the gateway? Oh, I guess if you put it here, maybe it doesn't block, actually. Yeah, I think there will be still 1 hex gap here for Dragoons to come out. Let's see when he builds it, actually. Yeah, build it. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. What? Why would you do that? Okay, I don't like this wall anymore. This wall is terrible! And it's not just because he made me look dumb. It's because it's actually terrible. Seriously, his cannons aren't blocked at all. Like, they're not even flush with the nexus. Lings could easily run in here and destroy it. I guess they're kind of... This... okay. Zerg's doing a good job. He's built a 3rd base. He's got a gas. Would expect the lair once he has 100 gas. And there is a gas for Protoss as well, as expected. Going for a first zealot, actually opting for a zealot before his core. I think that's fine. And some lings are going to run back here and just kill the... I don't know if that's the original scouting probe, actually, or if that's a second one. No, I think the original one did die. Yeah, there was 1 kill on that ling, so the original one did die. This is the second one. It's going to run away now, but it saw the lair morphing, so he knows it's going to be nothing like a speedling or Hydra all-in. So he doesn't have to build emergency cannons or anything like that. 1 zealot's running out, but there are 6 lings here, which will be able to kill that if he's not careful. So yeah, he's actually just going to hold position. Well, he could have held position there at the choke, opting not to, which I guess is okay. I wonder how far this cannon actually reaches, because Dragon might want to try sneaking his lings over here and just sniping probes on the top mineral patch. I think it's... I think Lynx can actually just sit right here and be out of range. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they can. Now, Stargate is down. Would expect a Citadel at some point in the near future. Third base is done. Lair is down. There's the Spire. All standard good stuff. So we could be in for a nice long ZVP here on Blue Storm. Another cannon going down. And he's going to push out with these 3 Zealots. Basically, what you want to do is move out a little bit and make these Zerg, make some extra Zerglings instead of drones. And then once you're, a little, maybe about halfway or a little more, you can just pull back and not attack and just save the Zealots. On the other hand, if he goes for the attack, I don't know how good of an idea that will be, because with all these Zerglings in production, he could quite easily get surrounded and killed. Exactly what's going to happen here. It looks like he's just going to go for some drones, gets 1 drone, and actually, DragOn doesn't quite get the surround off properly, but there we go. How many drones will go down? Only 1 so far, and these Zealots are quite severely damaged. Yeah, doing almost no damage here. Why do I hear things dying? Okay, looks like a Dragoon does get the Overlord there, but look at that. 1 drone kill. I don't think he even got any Zergling kills. So for 3 Zealots, that is not a good exchange. That's exactly what I was saying. You should just push maybe a bit more than halfway and then immediately pull back with the Zealots. Because the Zerg will almost certainly make these Zerglings. And if he makes these Zerglings, you've already, done some damage to him because he wanted to make drones instead. So there's absolutely no reason to just go commit with those. And there is a creep colony going down. I don't know why game what's quite severely damaged. That's fine, man. That's English. There's nothing wrong with that construction. A 4th hatchery is down now at the natural that's I guess that's the 5th hatchery. The 4th hatchery was here. So he's just SimCitying it up, preventing some run bys, etc. Actually opting to go for Mutalisk, because that's interesting, because he got no second gas. So going Mutas off 1 gas, he's actually down to 0 gas, essentially. I am quite surprised by this. You should get a second gas if you're going to go for mutas, because as you can see, you can't make many mutas off of 1 gas. Looks like he does have 6 though. That is enough to one-shot probes, I guess, but an interesting choice. And 3 more gateways going down for white. Is that +1 or +2? Looks like that is +1 just starting right now. Gonna move out with 4 Corsairs, actually. Did he get +1 for air? No, it looks like he didn't. But is making a decent number of Corsairs. And here they go. Looks like no... but they're not paying attention! Oh, man! And DragOn gonna get some free shots here on the Corsairs. How many mutas is that? Is that 6 or 7? I can't really tell. But anyway, is he gonna lose a Corsair? He does lose a Corsair for free. Does escape to the cannons, though, and wow, that's a lot of cannons. Holy check. That is a lot of cannons. And DragOn didn't actually make that many mutas. So a 4th base is going down here. And I'm getting a little bit distracted by the stream chat, not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna go serious mode. Casting Brood War, man, it's serious business. So apparently white is an apprentice of mine because he's making a lot of cannons. I think this is a bit of overkill right here. I actually don't know why he's making these 2, because there's no reason to make those 2 cannons. Is there? Is there really? Do you really need this many cannons? Just before you hit that C button, just ask yourself, do I actually need all these cannons? Because the answer is most likely no. Yeah, it's most likely no. So, especially with the Zerg getting 4 bases, I think that's actually Overlord speed. So DragOn with a very late Overlord speed, but a very fast 4th base. And since his opponent just made a bunch of cannons, there's no way that he's going to die. So I think DragOn's very, very happy about this. If DragOn, I think actually DragOn did spot this with Zergling, so DragOn's probably lolling. He's feeling quite safe. And, well, he's got to deal with these Corsairs, but there's a Spore colony at the base now, so he will be fine. I mean, Oh man, he's only just getting the 5th gateway now. He's got a lot of money. Getting a robo. It's kind of awkwardly timed. Getting pylons because he's supply blocked. White is not impressing me this game, unfortunately. And I think at this point it's kind of the Corsairs! The Corsairs are gonna get caught! Looks like a decent reaction time from White is gonna pull them back in time. 1 DT, or rather 2 DT, is going to take out these Zerglings. DragOn not quite paying attention. Of course, since the DTs do one-shot the Lings, they do not give the your forces are under attack warning. And the Corsairs are continuing to move out. But White is actually going up to, it went up to 800 plus minerals off 2 bases. And not enough gateways and everything. Going for a second forge, adding a bunch of buildings. I mean, White needs to macro up. He needs to expand. He needs to do something right now. I don't know what he's thinking. The longer he sits, the worse of a position he's in. At this point, it's almost Dragon's lead is I mean, if he doesn't move out soon, Dragon's lead is just going to be too big. He's going to have no chance. He actually has to hit very, very soon. But his army isn't big at all. I don't know what he's been doing. +1 is finished. He's not getting +2. He's only got 5 gateways still. Actually, I guess 6 since there's one of the natural. Now adding on the 7th and 8th. I don't really know what this guy's thinking. And free lurker. Does he have an observer? He does. And my occasional glances at the stream chat indicate that something very weird is being discussed by none other than my my Uber mod Chiante. So I don't know what's going on over there. You guys, whatever, man. Do what you got to do. We have double evos that are not upgrading anything. DragOn momentarily supply blocked, but his money is low, so that's fine. White finally deciding to expand here, getting the mineral only. But this is just it's like what is it called? Dead Man Walking. It's like Prisoners on Death Row, where they have that, like, the march of the dead guy, and you know, you give him a final meal or something, and you give him his final rites. But this is just he's being so passive, which I'm not. You know, I'm not against passive PvZ, because anyone who watches my stream knows that I play possibly the most passive PvZ ever. And it looks like he's attacking here into a lurker field, though. Oh man, I would actually rather he not attack than attack with all these zealots into lurkers. Look at all the damage on these zealots. Oh my god, the zealots are melting. The Mutas going after the Templars. The Corsairs being AFK. Oh, what was that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? And his money went really high in the meantime. So what I was saying was, passive PvZ is okay as long as you match the Zergon expansions. The general consensus is, you know, if Zerg wants to be a